I can't hear you, Ma.
Okay.
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Okay, good. All right, so let's get started. It's 6:30 now. We'll start reading, and let's get going here. Okay. Okay. I'm starting to share my screen. Let me know when you can see the Bhagavad Gita first chapter.
Sure.
All right, so we get started with the prayers first. Om Ajnanatimarandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. So reading from chapter 1, observing the armies on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. And text number 1, Dhritarashtra said, O Sanjay, after my sons and the sons of Pandu assembled in the place of pilgrimage at Kurukshetra, desiring to fight, what did they do? Text 2, Sanjay said, O king, after looking over the army arranged in military formation by the sons of Pandu, King Duryodhan went to his teacher and spoke the following words.
O my teacher, behold the great army of the sons of Pandu, so expertly arranged by your intelligent disciple, the son of Drupad. Here in this army are many heroic bowmen equal in fighting to Bhim and Arjun, great fighters like you, Yudhana, Virata, and Drupad.
Okay, just going to scroll here. There are also great, heroic, powerful fighters like Dhishtiketu, Chekitan, Kashi Raja, Purujit, Kunti Bhoja, and Shaibya. There are the mighty Yudhamanyu, the very powerful Uttamaja, the son of Subhadra, and the sons of Draupadi. All these warriors are great chariot fighters.
But for your information, O best of the Brahmanas, let me tell you about the captains who are specially qualified to lead my military force. There are personalities like you, Bhishma, Karna, Kripa, Ashwathama, Vikarna, and the son of Somadatta called Bhurishwara, who are always victorious in battle.
There are many other heroes who are prepared to lay down their lives for my sake. All of them are well equipped with different kinds of weapons, and all are experienced in military science. Our strength is immeasurable, and we are perfectly protected by grandfather Bhishma, whereas the strength of the Pandavas, carefully protected by Bhim, is limited.
All of you must now give your full support to Grandfather Bhishma as you stand at your respective strategic points of entrance into the phalanx of the army. Then Bhishma, the great valiant grandsire of the Kuru dynasty, the grandfather of the fighters, blew his conch shell very loudly, making a sound like the roar of a lion, giving Duryodhan joy.
Okay, and before I go further, we see that Priya, Gopika, and Chaitanya both have joined, so that's very good. So are you in a position to read? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mataji, which text right now?
Preeti Radhika just finished that.
Text 13.
You have to start with 13, right?
Yes, 13.
Okay. After that, the conch shells, drums, bugles, trumpets, and horns were all suddenly sounded, and the combined sound was tumultuous. On the other side, both Lord Krishna and Arjuna, stationed on the great chariot drawn by white horses, sounded their transcendental conch shells. Lord Krishna blew his conch shell called Panchajanya. Arjuna blew his Devadatta, and Bhima, the voracious eater and performer of Herculean tasks, blew his terrific conch shell called Pandara.
Hati Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Can you read?
Yeah.
Okay, good. 16, start from that words.
King Yudhishthir, the son of Kunti, blew his conch shell to Anant Vijaya, and Nakula and Sahadev blew his Sughosha and Manipushpaka. That great archer, the king of Kasi, the great fighter Shikhandi, Drishtadyumna, Virat, and the unconquerable Satyaki, Drupad, the son of Draupadi, and the others, O king, such as the mighty armed son of Drupada, all such as the mighty arm of Subhadra, all blew their respective conch shells. The blowing of these different conch shells become uproarious, vibrating both in the sky and on the earth. It shattered the hearts of the son of Dhritarashtra.
Needle Prabhu is with you?
No, he's not.
Okay, he's not today? Okay. Yeah, go ahead, Preeti Radhika.
At that time, Arjuna, the son of Pandu, seated in the chariot.
Yeah, 90. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
19.
Yeah,
Okay.
90. Yeah.
At that time, Arjuna, the son of Pandu, seated in the chariot bearing the flag marked with Hanuman, took up his bow and prepared to shoot his arrows. O king, after looking at the sons of the Dhritarashtra drawn in military array, Arjun then spoke to Lord Krishna these words. Arjun said, O infallible one, please draw my chariot between the two armies so that I may see those present here who desire to fight and with whom I must contend in this great trial of arms.
Text 23. Let me see those who have come here to fight, wishing to please the evil-minded son of Dhritarashtra. Sanjay said, O descendant of Bharata, having thus been addressed by Arjuna, Lord Krishna grew up the fine chariot in the midst of the armies of both parties. In the presence of Bhishma, Drona, and all the other chieftains of the world, the Lord said, just behold, Partha, all the Kurus assembled here. Chaitanya, please.
There, Arjun could see within the midst of the armies of both parties his father, grandfathers, teachers, maternal uncles, brothers, sons, grandsons, friends, and also his fathers in law and well wishers. Text 27. When the son of Kunti, Arjun saw all the different grades of friends and relatives, he became overwhelmed with the compassion and spoke thus.
Me? Arjuna said, My dear Krishna, seeing my friends and relatives present before me in such a fighting spirit, I feel the limbs of my body quivering and my mouth drying up. My whole body is trembling, my hair is standing on end, my bow Gandiva is slipping from my hand, and my skin is burning.
I'm now unable to stand here any longer. I'm forgetting myself and my mind is reeling. I see only causes of misfortune, O Krishna, killer of the Kesi demon. I do not see how any good can come from killing my own king's men in this battle, nor can I, my dear Krishna, desire any subsequent victory, kingdom, or happiness.
O Govinda.
Oh, sorry.
O Govinda, of what avail to us are a kingdom, happiness, or even life itself when all those for whom we may desire them are now arrayed on this battlefield? O Madhusudana, when teachers, fathers, sons, grandfathers, maternal uncles, father-in-law, grandsons, brother-in-law, and other relatives are ready to give up their life and properties and are standing before me, why should I wish to kill them, even though they might otherwise kill me? O maintainer of all living entities, I am not prepared to fight with them, even in exchange of the three words, let alone this earth. What pleasure will be derived from killing the sons of Dhritarashtra? Sin will overcome us if we slay such aggressors. Therefore, it is not proper for us to kill the sons of Dhritarashtra and our friends. What should we gain, O Krishna, husband of goddess of fortune? And how could we be happy by killing our own kinsmen?
O Janardana, although these men, their hearts overtaken by greed, see no fault in killing one's family or quarreling with friends, why should we, who can see the crime in destroying a family, engage in these acts of sin? With the destruction of the dynasty, the eternal family tradition is vanquished, and thus the rest of the family becomes involved in interreligion.
I think I read out of my turn. So go ahead, Priya Gopika. Text 40.
When irreligion is prominent in the family, O Krishna, the women of the family become polluted, and from the degradation of women, O descendant of Vrishni, comes unwanted progeny. An increase of unwanted population certainly causes hellish life both for the family and those who destroy the family tradition. The ancestors of such corrupt families fall down because the performances for offering them food and water are entirely stopped.
By the evil deeds of those who destroy the family traditions and thus give rise to unwanted children, All kinds of community projects and family welfare activities are devastated. O Krishna, maintainer of the people, I've heard by disciplic succession that those whose families' traditions are destroyed dwell always in hell. Haribol?
Yeah, let me just scroll
Text
it.
44.
Yeah. Go
Who's
ahead.
reading?
After
Who's-
Priya Gopika, Chaitanya, and then Khyati, right?
Yeah. O Krishna, maintainer of the people, I have heard by disciplinic succession that those whose family tradition are destroyed dwell always in hell. Alas, how strange it is that we are preparing to commit greatly sinful acts. Driven by the desire to enjoy royal happiness, we are intent on killing our own kinsmen.
Better for me if the sons of Dhritarashtra, weapons in hand, were to kill me unarmed and unresisting on the battlefield. Sanjay said, Arjuna, having thus spoken on the battlefield, cast aside his bows and arrows and sat down on the chariot, his mind overwhelmed with grief. Okay, I just wanted to tell you, just remind you about Ekadashi. Breakfast timing is very short today.
Yes.
Very, very short. So, and it'll happen during our class. So if you have something handy just to break your fast, then, or if you want to go grab something, then this is a time to go grab it.
Yeah, give me a second.
Yeah, take it, man. And it'll be verse number 4, right? That we'll do today?
Yes.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Actually, it is our breakfast, breaking fast time.
It is the breaking fast time? Okay.
Yes, it's from 6:30 to 6:56 for us.
For you in Sacramento, it varies. In Foster City, it's different.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, from city to city. So, yeah. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna.
Okay, I'm ready whenever.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So, Priya Gopika and Chaitanya, Ekadashi for you is over, or it's going to come? Is it going to be like tomorrow for you?
It's over for us, Mataji. We opened the fast today, this morning, so it's
Oh, you
evening
did
for
that
us.
this morning? Okay, I see. I
Yeah.
see. And you had raised your hand, right? You were trying to say something?
Oh, we were trying to just share that we have participated.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. When I'm sharing my screen with you, I have that little, dashboard in front of me where I see people, and it doesn't get refreshed immediately. And sometimes it disappears as I'm scrolling the screens and all that. That's why sometimes you see while you're reading, I have to scroll the screen because I can't see it. And then I forget that although I can't see it, you are able to see it because you don't see my. So it's a little bit, technological challenges. And I just want to let you know that Varshana Matiji, I think, was having some problems. And she was, she's texting on Facebook and she's asking whether she can hear me. I don't see her on the call.
Probably she doesn't have password or something like that.
Should have the password, No, she's saying, can you hear me? She's asking me, can you hear me? And I can't hear. This means that she's joined, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, let's see. Hope she has better luck. Yeah. Okay, so let's get into verse number 4. And whose turn is it to read? I read that, right? After me?
Yeah, so my turn.
You're coming? Okay.
Yeah. Atra Sura Maheshwasa Bhimarjuna Samayudhi Yuyudhano Viratascha Drupadascha Maharatha.
How many of you remember the Devanagari on the top? Do you remember your
Yeah, I do actually. Because I did Sanskrit for like 3 or 4 years in my CBSE when I was in India.
Good, very good. I had to kind of recall and remember, okay, a little thing on the top, what does it mean? Things like that. But that's good. Okay. So yeah, going in next, Priya Gopika and Chaitanya.
Yeah. So the puppet?
Synonym, our favorite.
Word for word.
Oh, Atra. Um,
Here.
Atra. Here. Shura. Heroes. Maha Ishu Asha. Mighty bowmen. Bhima Arjun. To Bhima and Arjuna. Sama. Equal. Yudhi. In the fight. Yuyudhana. Yuyudhana. Virata. Cha. Also Drupada. Cha. Also Maharatha. Great fighter.
Okay,
Here,
good. Yeah, go ahead.
here in this army are many heroic bowmen equal in fighting to Bhima and Arjuna, great fighters like Yudhana, Virata, and Drupada.
Okay,
You-
Chaitanya.
Yeah, even though Drishtadyumna was not a very important obstacle in the face of Dronacharya's very great power in the military art, there were many others who were causes of fear. They are mentioned by Duryodhan as great stumbling blocks on the path of victory because each and every one of them was as formidable as Bhima and Arjun. He knew the strength of Bhima and Arjun, and thus he compared the others with them.
Okay, good. So let's spend some time going over this particular verse. So what are some things that stuck out to you? Anything stuck out? Can you hear me?
Yeah. It's just that we are digesting.
Yeah, contemplating. That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. For me, I think what is a sticking point in the last few, at least the last three verses that we have read, is that Duryodhan is described by Srila Prabhupada as very shrewd and a good politician. And he, at the same time, in this verse especially, he has fear in his heart because he knows he is not on the right.
Mm-hmm. Good. And in the translation, it says that here in this army there are many heroic bowmen equal in fighting to Bhima and Arjuna, which brings to our mind that now that's the alarm for me to break my fast. Which brings to the front the fact that there were people who were equal in fighting to Bhima and Arjuna, but they didn't win.
Yeah.
So you see, it depends on who's on your side.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah. Yeah. More reflections.
You know what I notice, Mataji, is that he takes the name of Bhima first before even Arjuna, because he's very afraid of Bhima because he vowed to break Duryodhan's thighs when Draupadi was being insulted, and I think also he took a vow that he will kill each of the Dhritarashtra's 100 sons, and I think that was the cause of his fear, and that is why he's also taking Bhima's name first.
Yes, and also just to add to that, very good reflections. Also to add to that, the fact that that both of them were expert in the same weapon, right? The mace, the gada.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Right. So he's kind of, the mind goes there only. So it'll stick. Yeah, good. Hey, good to see you, Neeral Prabhu. Hari bol, Hari bol. Okay, so everybody has broken their fast, right? Ekadashi fast, wherever you are. Okay, then we are good. And okay, what else? How do you think that this act of Duryodhan, whatever he's doing here, is something that we can apply in our lives?
He is assessing the powers of the opposition, and he's like ruling out that okay, this Jum is not a very important obstacle because Dronacharya is there to counteract him. So he's doing assessment of the opposition.
Yes. So in your spiritual life, what kind of assessments will you do?
Like we will assess that okay, we have days that Maya takes over, so we can do assessment that hey, Maya is becoming strong and I am losing the grip of things, I need to get back. And the best way is association of devotees. And
Very good.
that's why we are here.
There you go. That's why I'm here too.
Anartha Nivritti.
Somebody attended the class yesterday. Yes, yes. And then I really, sorry, somebody's saying something. Go ahead.
Oh, I was saying that to accept whatever is favorable for the bhakti and reject what is unfavorable. The thing that I forget the Sanskrit term you had used in the first class.
Anukulya, Anukulya, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
Anukulya.
Anukul and Pratikul, Varjita. Okay. Anukulya Sankalpa, Pratikulya Varjita. Yes, and then you also see that so there was Distudum in the previous words, and then here it is so which is saying is not a very formidable thing. So our anarthas, as you rightly pointed out, are the ones that we fight and our fight against, and all the anarthas are actually on the side of Maya, right? Because we are fighting. Our big fight is against Maya, and they are Maya soldiers, are anarthas. And so there might be a small anartha that we might have, and we might just feel very snug and cozy, thinking that, Preeti Radhika might come and say, Shraddha Mataji, I'm having this difficulty in my devotional service. And I might, feel very snug, like, oh, but I don't have that. So like that's the Distudimna of your life. But then there will be the Dhimas, and, and the Arjunas, that way from Duryodhana's perspective, right? So we have to see just don't sit back and like they say, don't sit on your laurels that I have got this, so I'm informidable, nothing wrong is going to happen, it's impossible for me to fall down. We should always have that fear that the way Duryodhana is having this fear, as you all pointed out, right? So he's still afraid. And so similarly, we should also be afraid that there are so many things, there are so many temptations which are in front of us, there are so many anarthas, the bad habits that we have formed over so many years. So like that. Okay, good. So we have 8 more minutes, and I just wanted to also go ahead and start with the next words. But one quick question I wanted to ask you was that we were talking about reflections that, you give such wonderful reflections, and we wanted to capture all of them. And I was just toying with the idea of, just putting them on WhatsApp is one thing, but then storing them at a nice place where you can retrieve them later on when you're doing your Bhagavad Gita study for the nth time again. So I sent out a little form, and I wanted candid feedback. I mean, does it work? Is it, is it easy, or would you rather just post on WhatsApp and then somebody else can just, put them in some place? What are your thoughts on that? Did you get a chance to even touch it,
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to look at it, but I can do that today.
Yeah, okay. So touch it and look at. So what my plans here to do is that when it's a Google form, whenever you put something in a Google form, I have a choice of saying you store it into a spreadsheet. So it'll put it into a Google spreadsheet, and then I can make that spreadsheet available to all of you, right? Because it's a combined effect of all of you can read that spreadsheet. So you'll have a view privileges to do that. So at any point in time, if you can bookmark that spreadsheet, and any point of time you want to go back, revise, quickly read it. For those of you who are giving Bhakti Shastri, Bhakti Vaibhav, whatever exams you're giving, you want to do that, then you can test it out over there. Few of you did put in your feedback comments there, so that's good. And here I think I might even have it. See, I have bookmarked that, so that I was able to show you. So Dheer Madhavi had put, Varshana Mataji has put, Divyangi has put, Niral Prabhu has put his comments there. So like that, just go and put some comments. One of the things that I was saying was that, if you can make them much smaller, if you can make it a little bit more cryptic, if you can do that, that's fine. But I think this kind of a length is enough. As you can see, even reading, etc. is good. When you put a lot of comments in just one comment, then it, the size of the row will become big, and it'll be difficult for us to read and navigate and things like that. So try to stick with this. If there are too many thoughts coming up, then go and put it as, fill the form one more time for the thought again. Here, when you are putting in the numbers, you see that if you put anything other than what was instructed in the form, then how it messes it up, it comes on this side, right? So why? Because it has got these extra things in the front, right? These are not required. It should be just 1.1. So we go, and now you see it falls along the line. Anywhere that you do that, and it'll come up like that. So And there were some other fixes also that I had made earlier as well, but this is what it is. So yeah, please double with it, feel free to look at it. And I will give, after the class, I will give access to all of you. If you can share your email ID on the WhatsApp group, that'll help me a lot, and giving you access really quickly. After some point, I might even have a Google group for all of us so that I can just, do things on the group level, but that's what it is. Okay.
Sounds good, ma'am.
Okay, good. So let's go back to what we were doing and what happened.
Text 5.
Yeah, text number 5. We lost our words there.
It's very simple, Mataji. Thank you.
Is it simple? Oh, yeah, you read it. Yeah, you did that. So why don't you give us your feedback?
It was very simple to go and fill it up.
Fill it up? Okay.
Only thing is I didn't remember my verse. I mean, yeah, we do remember unless I do it the same day, like 1.3 and then.
Yeah. So maybe one of you can take up that responsibility that at the end of the class, just post on the WhatsApp group the verses we did today. That, when you are going to put in your reflections and you know how to put that. Okay?
Yeah. When we put the numbers anyways, that comes up. Maybe I should just refer that because every time we are posting that, right? Whenever we
could do that. I was thinking about that, but it'll be a very long list. You mean to show it as a drop down, right?
No. Like every time we do something, right? We are actually sending out the link, right, in our Zoom or something, or in the WhatsApp. No, sorry, that's for Bhakti Vriksha.
Yeah.
Never mind. I mixed up the Bhakti Vriksha and this.
If anybody, what I will do is I will share the link to the spreadsheet that I shared with you. Okay. And every now and then, any one of you can again repost that spreadsheet as a reminder for all of us to go back and recap, because things will stay into our memory only when we keep on revising it again and again. Right? Okay, good, cool. So let's go here. Text number 5. Whose turn is it to read?
Priya Gopika read.
Chaitanya read?
Yeah, it's Chaitanya's, yeah.
So then it is Neeral Babu's turn to read.
Sanskrit or?
This is Sanskrit.
Yeah.
So, can you scroll a bit up?
Oh, you want to read from the Sanskrit? Oh, good. I like it.
Okay. Drushtaketuschekitanaha Kashirajascha Viryavan Purujit Kunti Bhojascha Shaivyascha Nara Pungavaha.
Pungavaha, right? Yeah, and that is why I felt that Prabhupada's amazing work of transliterating everything into English was very helpful for me, because if I was stuck here, I would just come down and see what is it written in English, and then you go.
I do the same thing.
There you go. Okay, synonyms. Who's taking the synonyms today?
Yeah, I can take the synonym.
All right, go for it then.
Drishtaketu, Chekitanaha, Chekitan, Kasirajaha, Kasiraja, Cha, also, Viryavan, very powerful, Purujit, Kunti Bhojaha, Kunti Bhoja, Cha, and Saibya.
Yeah.
Cha.
So is it Sabya or
Shabya?
Shabya. Sometimes this misses, and I'm getting older and my eyesight I'm losing it. I sometimes I fail to see the slash or the the on top of it.
Same thing.
I think then it is too much work on the computer. They're doing it to all of us. Okay, let's go here. Number 6.
Mataji, I didn't finish yet.
You didn't Sabya? You didn't finish that? Sorry.
There are two more words. Nara Pungavaha, hero in the human society.
Okay, good. Sorry, I got distracted. Okay, who's going to read this?
Mataji, you can read.
Okay, there are also great heroic, powerful fighters like Drishtaketu, Chekitana, Kashiraja, Purujit, Kunti Bhoja, and Shabya. I was going to say something and it just went away from my mind. Yeah. At some point in time, it might be good to do a little research on who all these people were, right? We will find that in Mahabharata. I think that will give us the details of what it is. Yeah. So Narapungavaha, I would just say that, just remember this word. Narapungavaha. He's a hero. Arjuna is a Narapungavaha. Okay, 1.6. Yeah. Maybe we
Yes.
should stop here because it's 7 o'clock. I need to go to my other class before I get delayed. Or
Thank you.
let's see. Okay, let's just do it. Yeah. Go. Who wants to go?
I think it's my turn. Yudha Manyuscha cha Vikranta Uddha Manush Uttamojascha Viryavan Subhadro Drupadascha cha Sarva eva Maharatha.
Saubhadro, Draupadascha. So you
Saubhadro.
see how the shape of the word changes. Like her name is Subhadra, right? But when we're talking about Subhadra,
Yeah.
then it becomes
Yes.
Saubhadra. Okay, good. Priya Gopika and Chaitanya from India.
Yudhamanyu, Cha and Vikranta, mighty, Uttamoja, Cha and Veeravan, very powerful, Saubhadraha, the son of Subhadra, Draupadeha, the son of Draupadi, Cha and Sarve, all, Eva, certainly, Maharatha, great chariot fighters.
Okay, good. And so who is the son of Subhadra?
Abhimanyu.
Abhimanyu.
Abhimanyu. Good. Okay. All right. So we will call it a day here today. And we will meet again. Now, when are we meeting, Khyati?
Tomorrow, Mataji.
Tomorrow morning? Okay, that's very good. Seems like a very far away thing.
You have so many classes, Mataji.
So we have gotten
We wait for this.
I wait for this too, and it keeps me on track. Okay, so you're going to give me your reflections on the form today, right? And Varshana Mataji, we sorely missed you. I know you were trying to reach out to me on the phone, but the call, which is being broadcast, it's not possible for me to talk to you on the phone. And well, this recording hopefully will be there on the Facebook, and we will meet again tomorrow. Vanchikalpatarubhyascha kripasindhubhyev cha patitanam vaishnavedabhyo namo namaha. Gopremanande Hari Hari.
Hari Hari Bol.
Have a wonderful Krishna conscious day, all of
You
you.
do the same.
And
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Dandavat pranam.
Then